Welcome back to Easy Money, where money making is made easy. Today we're going to be talking about the Amex Platinum versus the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Easy Money, where we talk about wealth building strategies so that you can live the life that you deserve. So today we're going to be talking about the Amex Platinum and the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Which one is better? We both know that it's the Chase Sapphire Reserve, so thanks for coming. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Just kidding. What fun would that be, right? So we're actually going to get into the nitty gritty because it really just depends on how you value your points. Some will like the Amex, some will like the Chase card. So this video is going to be really short and to the point. We're not going to get into the real specifics of each of these cards because we'd be here all day. You guys can look those up for yourselves. Not everybody's going to use every perk on each card. So in the interest of time and keeping your attention, we're just going to talk about the big things. First and foremost, it really just depends on what ecosystem you already have. If you have other Chase cards, I would say go ahead and stick with Chase so that you can combine UR points so that you can maximize your benefits there. If you have other Amex cards, it might make sense for you to go with Amex. So depending on which card system or ecosystem you already employ, I would say go ahead and put a tally in that category for that card. I would say if you haven't already gotten a card, start out with Chase just because they have that 5 and 24 rule, and then you can always move over to Amex. The second thing we're going to look at is the cost of the card. There's really no competition here. Both cards cost the same, $550. So they both don't win in this, I guess. But just something to keep in mind when you're going forward and thinking about how these cards really value out based on their average cost. Alright, so next point here is status. In my opinion, Amex definitely wins out on this one because you can get gold status at different hotels, at which point you can also card match to get some additional status. So with the Centurion Lounge as well, the Amex kind of just wins. With Chase, you'll get Priority Pass Lounge. Not so glamorous, but if you're in this one for status, I'd say go ahead and put a tally in the Amex category. Next, let's talk travel credit. With the Amex, you're allotted $200 of travel credit, but that does not apply to airline tickets. It applies to more so fees like baggage fees, costs of choosing what seat you like, but not actual tickets, which is annoying. I feel like it's a trend with Amex. They make it really hard to use some of the benefits, some of the credit card perks they offer, so it might be a little challenging to make sense of that $550 yearly cost of the card. One thing to keep in mind when making this decision is looking at how hard Amex really makes it for you to get all these benefits up front. How hard will it be to get Amex to actually fulfill some of the claims that you might have on the back end? Just keep that in mind. But if it makes sense for you, I'd say go for it. But for me personally, I would say the Reserve wins on this one with a $300 travel credit with almost zero restrictions. You can apply this credit onto your airline tickets, on baggage fees, on Uber. You can use this card on a lot, especially right now, and where you can buy gas and you can buy groceries. This credit more than makes up for that yearly cost. So next, let's talk about usability. The Chase Sapphire Reserve is a Visa card versus an Amex that isn't really widely accepted. I would say for worldwide travel, it would just make more sense for you to have the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It's just a safer bet in this category, so I give them a point for it. Next, let's talk about insurance. Insurance is a big deal for me because I don't like to pay it month to month, but it's really nice to have when things go wrong. So with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you're actually offered primary coverage when renting vehicles, as opposed to the Amex where you are only offered secondary insurance. So if you don't have a primary insurer somewhere else, then I'd say the Chase Sapphire Reserve wins. So next, let's talk about points. With the Amex, you're allotted 5% on all flights purchased. If you fly a lot, that might make sense for you. Whereas the Chase Sapphire Reserve offers 3x and 2x on travel and then food, which is a lot better, I would say. So the Reserve definitely wins on this one. So that's it, folks. I told you it was going to be a short one. So please let me know down below which of these cards makes the most sense for you. I think the Chase Sapphire Reserve just has more value based off of that yearly cost. It only makes sense to go with the Reserve. If you're somebody who really likes status match, if you like to be put in front of lines and shop at Saks Fifth Avenue, maybe the Amex card makes more sense for you. But overall, I think the better, more value package is this Chase Sapphire Reserve card. So I'm guessing you're here today because you can't pick between the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Chase Sapphire Platinum. Those aren't real cards. You made those up. The Chase Sapphire Platinum doesn't exist. All right. Which of the... So we have a visitor here who won't leave me alone to let me do my videos. Say hi, Fluff! As he melts away. He cries and he cries, but then when he gets the attention, he doesn't want it. Alright guys, thanks for staying tuned. I will see you guys next time on Easy Money.